Let's go, baby. Episode 90 of The Shift. We are live. Nick Earnshaw's got his brand. Well, it's coming along. It's getting there. His background. He's got his bobblehead up top left. He's got his MJ framed jersey, which is a little weird. I respect everything else behind that, but I'm an MJ guy. But framing the MJ jersey, it's a little weird. You're not a Bulls fan.
An MJ guy, you know this. You know how much of a massive MJ guy I am.
So you could do that, but I can't wear the Randy Johnson.
I'm not wearing it. It's in a glass case. It stands for greatness. That's what it stands for.
Would you? Okay, but do you have any
Jordan the greatness? I mean, do you see the one next to it? I mean, come on.
That's a little much too, but I'll respect.
Shout out PJ Corda. Mr. Negadelphia for the jersey.
Biggest takeaway here is if I did all that, I'd be getting ripped.
You should be getting ripped anyway. You got to be getting ripped anyway for being a Boston fan. Now you're wearing the team they played. You're wearing that jersey to the game we went to. You're playing the opposing team. You're just fraudulent everywhere. Not a fraud.
Can I put this out there, Nick? And I'm pretty sure I texted you this either last night or on Sunday. I'm pretty sure it was last night that I have now we saw Manny Machado getting traded coming in 2018, but I have been in the opposing ballparks, not opposing, but home ballparks for those guys. Manny Machado, I was at like one of his last games in 2018 as the Baltimore Oriole. And we didn't know, Nick, but we were at one of Rafael Devers' last games in a Red Sox uniform.
Yeah.
We could just jump right into it. I mean, this was going to be the lead for the show. This is what we're going to talk about for a very, 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 very big bulk of the show. Nick, we'll talk about the Rafael Devers press conference as well. You got some sound. I know we'll play here in a little bit from his, the opening press conference with the San Francisco Giants. But Nick, it came down for me Sunday night. I was about to watch Sunday Night Baseball between the Giants and the Dodgers. And I get a notification from Jeff Passan that the San Francisco Giants were trading for Rafael Devers, giving away Kyle Harrison, Jordan Hicks, James Tibbs, and Jose Bayo, all for net Rafael Devers going to the San Francisco Giants. I mean, Nick, we can just we got to start with just what was your reaction at first, so we can just get into general thoughts here. And I want your biggest takeaway from the trade. I mean, what the heck?
Can I be honest? I wasn't as stunned as everybody else. I really wasn't. The timing, that's what I was a little shocked at, because they've been playing good baseball as of late. That's what I was a little shocked at. The fact they do it in June, that was interesting. But given what happened earlier in spring training, in the offseason, then bringing in Bregman, etc. I mean, did that really shock anybody that they wanted to move on? I know he's the face. He was pretty much the face, their top guy, the face of their franchise for the most part. But, I mean, there was friction there. There was immediate friction there when Bregman signed, and we saw what played out and transpired before. So that, I mean, it didn't really shock me that they wanted to move on. I mean, we knew about the friction. It kind of quieted down, but stuff still happens behind the scenes. And, I wasn't as shocked as some people probably were. It just wasn't. I felt like, man, this is going to get ugly just because of the way he acted, the way Boston Red Sox reacted. You had David Ortiz say that he saw this coming due to internal issues and communication breakdowns. So this wasn't a shock to him. I mean, I wasn't too shocked. I was shocked at what they got back. I thought they could have gotten more back, and that's what I was really more surprised by, was what they got back, the return, and the timing of it all. That's what really kind of was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But the fact they traded him, no, to me, did not shock me based upon recent events and what happened in spring training. Listen, for Boston, if I'm a Boston Red Sox fan, I mean, listen, you guys got a beautiful ballpark. You got that to hang your hat on, okay? We were just there. Beautiful ballpark. You guys get to step into that stadium every day. You know, you got something there. But the ball club and the team and the guys running it, I would be a little skeptical because what the heck are you doing, man? I know you're clearing some money, but Devers is a really, really good player. He's younger. I don't know what Boston's doing. I really have no clue what their plan is. I know they want to bring some young guys up. We saw Roman Anthony. Like, yeah, you're going to inject some of these prospects and, but yeah, you signed this guy to a long-term deal. A lot of money was, paid to Devers, and you're just moving off of him and, bring in Bregman. It's just confusing what the front office of Boston is doing. So all in all, I'll let you go. I know you have a lot to say. Not too stunned at the deal itself, but overall the timing of it and the return I was a little surprised by.
Yeah, I mean, you said a lot of, what I'm thinking here, Nick. Definitely the timing. And just give me, a couple of minutes here. Just go
ahead. I'll put my mic down here. Go ahead.
No, you don't have to do that. No. I want you to go
I'll go out of the stream. Like, should I turn my camera off? Let Francisco cook. I got to let you cook right now.
Look, there's a lot of people that have already said a lot of the things I've been thinking. A lot of people have, that have given different perspectives on it. So it's not like I don't think I'm necessarily going to be saying anything like truly like breaking news, obviously, or anything like that. But Nick, I'll definitely, the first thing is I will agree with you. And shout out to Jack Fritz, your former coworker, my current coworker. I mean, shout out to Jack, but like, relax. This is not the Luka trade of Major League Baseball. Luka was shocking, out of nowhere, made no sense at all. Still doesn't make sense to this day, Nick. You can agree with that. Still does not make sense. You could do whatever you want to do. Nico Harrison could have said whatever he's wanted to say up until this point. Nothing will be, to this point in sports history, nothing is more shocking than the Luka Doncic trade. Everything that has transpired up to this point with the Red Sox and with Rafi and the everything that's going on with them signing Bregman and the third base thing and Casas going down and him playing first base, having to move the DH, all that, I could see when it came down, Nick, and when I saw Jeff Passan's tweet, I was like, this is shocking. This is big. This is ginormous. One of the most shocking trades I've seen in a long time in Major League Baseball, but it was more about the timing and about what they got back, like you said. It was, but there's been a lot that's going on with the drama in the clubhouse, all that. So I was like, okay, this can make a little bit of sense. But then, I mean, and I'll also kind of tie in what I just heard, at the Giants press conference, I believe. I don't think Buster Posey said this. Maybe it was their team president, or I forget who it was. I apologize for not getting this right if I'm not. But whoever it was said that the Giants have been working on this for like a month with them. I don't want to misquote anybody, but I thought I heard them talk about this has been going on for like a month that they've been talking with the Red Sox about this. You're telling me the Red Sox were talking about this with the Giants potentially for a month, not talking to any other teams, by the way, and what you get back in return. And I get it. The Giants, they're going to have to pay him that money, which, by the way, might be worth it. I mean, now Barry Bonds is going to work with Rafael Devers. He might be. I mean, it's so much going on there. But look, Kyle Harrison maybe still has potential. Hasn't really lived up to it so far. Top 25 prospect in Major League Baseball in 23 and 24. And maybe there's still potential there. Hasn't really shown that yet. James Tibbs, I know some people like him. Jordan Hicks, he's fine at this point. Maybe the Giants bring him back to being a reliever. I don't know. It was not enough for Rafael Devers. He is a top 10 hitter in the sport. It's not enough. It's not enough. Not enough. And Nick, I don't know if it maybe I'll give you my biggest takeaway. Maybe you want to give me your biggest takeaway. Maybe you've already kind of said it with the shocking timing and all that. But my biggest takeaway, I have like 4 or 5 big takeaways, but I'll just give you my one, is that how did the Red Sox let this happen again? And now three of their former superstars are now all in the NL West. That's Mookie Betts, and that's Xander Bogaerts, and that's now Rafael Devers, all with Mookie with the Dodgers, but Bogaerts with the Padres, and now Devers is with the Giants. They're all in the NL West. How are they letting this happen again? Especially, this is right there with the Mookie thing. How did you let Mookie Betts go? Mookie Betts is a generational player, on his way to the Hall of Fame. Rafael Devers, who knows? Maybe he's on his way to the Hall of Fame. He's about to go work with Barry Bonds every single day. Maybe Rafael Devers will be hitting 55, 60 home runs. Cal Raleigh can do it. Why can't Rafael Devers do it? So I don't know, man. There's just, how did the Red Sox let this happen again? How? And look, the Red Sox technically still have a future there with Campbell, with Roman Anthony. Shout out to him, who just hit his first major league bomb yesterday, and Marcelo Meyer, who we saw hit 2 home runs in the game we went to. There's a lot of future there. I get it. Garrett Crochet signed to the big contract. He's been unbelievable for them so far. I just, how did the Red Sox let this happen again, Nick? How did they let it happen? This is 2 or 3 times. It's unbelievable. If I'm a Red Sox fan, Nick, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not a Red Sox fan.
You sure? You sure about
that? I'm 1,000% sure. I almost pulled out the Durant jersey that I wore, for the last pod. But if I wore it twice in a row, it's like, what's this guy doing? Almost looked at the Pedro jersey again, and I almost said, should I wear it again? Nah, I can't have people thinking that. Can't have people thinking that. So, Nick, just unbelievable. I apologize for taking up so much time there. I just can't. It really doesn't make sense for the Red Sox. For the Giants, by the way, A+. I mean, A+. Yeah, you have to eat that money, but he's 28 years old. Devers is in the midst the prime of his career, having a career year. And I mean, the Giants are going for the second in the NL West. They look like they're really could be a contender now, especially with Rafi. So they get an A++++. I mean, it's unbelievable. So unreal. Yeah.
Yeah. I let you cook. I had to let you cook. So don't apologize. No need to apologize. No need to apologize. Yeah, listen, my takeaway is it's funny. I saw that picture of Mookie, Devers, etc. Like, is this century's curse of the Bambino for Boston? Like, they sold, Babe Ruth in the early part of this 20th century there to the Yankees. They get rid of all their superstars in the early part of this century. I mean, this is the curse of the 21st century superstar for the Boston Red Sox. You got to start it again. So let's start the curse of the Bambino part 2. All right, curse of the Devers and the Betts. So listen, yeah, I mean, this is a franchise that's just I don't understand their plan. Like, do they want to go with the young guys? Are they giving up on the season? They've indicated they don't want to give up on the season just yet. However, we've heard rumors of Durant. Could he be moved? Chapman, these guys. I mean, these aren't moves championship teams make. You work it out. You figure out a way to keep a guy like Rafael Devers on your roster. And you and I are in lockstep with they didn't get enough back. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're giving up one of the best hitters in baseball, and he's in his late 20s, still like in the midst of his prime. I don't know what you're doing. I mean, it couldn't have been worse. Like, you know what I mean? It could have been worse, I should say. Yeah, I mean, how bad were things internally that you're like, I'm done? That's what I'm curious about. Like, there's got to be worse things going on that you're just going to trade a top 10 player in baseball. Like, crazy to me. Now, the Luka comp, bad comp, just totally bad comp. The Luka thing out of nowhere. No one saw that coming. Devers, great player. Just an awful comp there with Luka. The Luka trade is an all-time trade. This is a big deal. The Luka trade is going to go down as a Bambino level selling Babe Ruth type of trade. Now, Devers, big deal. Not on the level of Luka. And also, there was friction here. There wasn't as much friction noted from Dallas. Like, there was some, but not as
more
much.
On Nico's side, probably.
The Devers thing was like just insane. Like, you saw it in spring training. Yeah. He talked about it with the press. I mean, that was on it. But the Luka thing, totally in the middle of the night, I woke up to it. I didn't even know what happened. I fell asleep. I woke up. What the heck just happened? The Devers thing, stunning timing, yes. But no, Luka, I think, is on another level of craziness. Crazy. I mean, that's like almost face of the league type stuff. Devers, top player in baseball, not face of the league type of guy like Luka is. Like Luka is one of the faces of the NBA right now. So, yeah, bad comp there, but big deal. Big deal in baseball. Weird timing, bad return. So there is similarities, but it's not on the level of Luka. No way.
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts on these other comments that have, again, it's the comments of some of the things that have come out that may or may not be true. I don't know. We've gotten from big time reporters. So I do want to get your thoughts on some of these, Nick. I think it was it was Asian reporter, Asian baseball reporter. I think I forget his name, and he did something for Yahoo yesterday. He had, I think the quote was that Christian Campbell said he was willing to play first base. Apparently told Red Sox brass that, and Devers took that as a slight towards him, like at his stature, that Campbell was willing. Which that's so
diva mentality.
I mean, that's weird. Like that's
diva.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Is like, and that's what happened in the offseason. Starting with Devers didn't want to play third base. I mean, that's just weird. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. And now Craig Breslow is saying, "Oh, I think we might look at the end of the year. We'll probably win more games without Rafael."
Yeah, Devers. I saw that quote. I did see that.
I mean, that is Nico Harrison level type of thing. Where like Kyle Harrison, Jordan Hicks, none of these players are getting back are making you better now.
No,
they're not. It's not happening. And maybe the Red Sox make a swing for somebody at the deadline. Maybe someone we don't see coming. I don't know. But I mean, maybe they have a different plan that we don't know about. But they're not a better team without Rafael Devers.
Like I said, this is not a championship move. It's just not. You're not going to win a championship. It's crazy because they were playing really good baseball, and right around a wild card spot, right? Like so, stunning. The timing of it, like to do it right this second, I don't know. You couldn't last the season, at the end of the year, trade him in the offseason. I don't know. It's top 10 player in baseball. Top 10 player in baseball you're moving on from. We do have some sound from his press conference. That got him, by the way, which is this. I mean, this is a major move for the San Francisco Giants here, Francisco. Let's take a listen to a little bit of the press conference.
Matter of position. Have you talked to Buster and Bob about potentially playing first base? Do you see yourself more as a designated hitter? And what were those conversations with the Giants press like regarding your long-term position with this team?
Yo estoy aquí para ayudar al equipo en lo necesario, en lo que ellos quieran. Soy uno más del equipo y estoy disponible a dar el 100% de mí, donde me pongan. No tengo ningún pero, no tengo ninguna decisión. Solamente ellos son los jefes míos y juego donde me pongan.
I'm here to give my 100%. I don't put any buts. They're the men in charge. I am here to play wherever they want me to play.
Reaction, Francisco.
I mean, that's not what he was saying in Boston. That's mindset. I mean, he's definitely not playing third base with the Giants. I mean, you have a Hall of Fame type of third base glove in Matt Chapman. That's what Matt Chapman is. So he's not going to play third base. He knows that. He's either going to play first base or DH. And I'm pretty sure there's a quote where when he's saying he's willing to do that, but he basically said he's willing to do that with that with the comment. So
yeah, believe it when I see it.
So you think he's gonna start drama in San Fran now?
Start complaining right away? I don't know.
It's gonna be the new James Harden, where it's gonna be drama everywhere where he goes.
I love the basketball comps, the divas. Yeah. I mean, listen, we'll see. He can't do anything. He's locked into a long-term contract. I mean, he's not going anywhere. I mean, maybe San Francisco gets tired of him at some point, a year down the line. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, he can't do it forever. I mean, apparently people just don't want him to play first base. All right. I mean, third base. They just don't want him there. It's,
you have Matt Chapman there.
I know. Alex Bregman come in. I don't know.
Yeah, like Bregman's a better.
It's crazy. It just keeps happening to Devers. It just happens to Devers. Like, he's just not allowed to play third base anywhere. Anywhere he goes, not allowed to play third base.
Well, could he play third in Philadelphia?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I think both.
Yeah. Move Bohm over to first. Devers at third.
All right.
Bryce
You
back to
want
left
Bryce in
field.
the outfield, right? You just want Bryce in the outfield.
Because it ruined the roster. It ruined the roster. It ruined roster construction in the lineup.
And trade Schwarber. All right. Off to meat and potatoes we go.
Lord. Here we go.
Off to the meat and potatoes we go. Off we go. Welcome to the meat and potatoes, everybody. If you don't know, now you know. Shout out to Biggie. Nick doesn't really like real hip hop. So
that's crazy. That's a crazy statement by you.
I mean, it's true. I mean, on the Boston trip, you admitted it pretty much. Like, yeah, I just can't vibe with real hip hop. So
I enjoy hip hop too from the 2010s. It's my era.
Yeah, the
I don't have gray hair yet, like you.
I don't have any gray hair. Screw you. Welcome to the meat and potatoes. Where Rob Manfred, you can see that man in the top right. And what we first have to discuss, Nick, is Shohei Ohtani. His return to the mound last night. He only went 1 inning. The plan was for him was to pretty much only go 1 inning because he was going to be the opener. But Shohei Ohtani returned to the mound. He did hit 100. Did struggle with command a little bit, which is what you would totally expect from somebody who hasn't pitched in 2 years. But, Nick, I mean, look, it's fun to see Ohtani back on the mound. I mean, this is what has made him so special, even though, I mean, last year as a DH, we saw what he did as a hitter, winning MVP once again, first time as a DH. But, Nick, do you think, there's been a lot of skepticism about how are the Dodgers going to use him going forward, bringing him back as a pitcher? Is it even worth it? All that. I mean, just won a World Series last year without him even being a pitcher. Are the Dodgers going about this the right way? They're pretty much, they're listening to Ohtani. Shohei's telling them he feels good, all that. And they said, all right, this is what we want to do. Not even, you can't really do rehab starts with them. You can't really do that. You can't send them down in the minors and it's not going to work. Are the Dodgers going about this the right way?
Sure. Yeah, I don't hate him starting like an inning, gradually get back. I mean, he hasn't pitched in a while and he still has to hit. Like, he's still in the lineup. So you can't just, send him down. It's not an option here. He's not just a pitcher, right? He's a unicorn. So you're going to have to gradually build him back up at some point. You can't just throw bullpens every day. That's not going to work. You know what I mean? So he's got to face real live hitters at some point. So yeah, I don't mind this at all. He said he feels good. He expects to pitch once a week, gradually build up those innings as he goes. But I don't mind it. I mean, they need pitching help right now with the injuries that they do have. The Dodgers just feels like pitchers always get hurt on the Dodgers for some reason. But I don't hate the way they're going about this. He averaged 97 miles an hour on his sinker. He said he felt good, like you mentioned, hit 100, like you said. I'm cool with them just kind of easing him back in. Remember, he's doing both. So I don't hate it whatsoever. I'm cool with him, ramping it up 1 inning. They're gonna throw bullpen games anyway. They have injuries. I don't mind Ohtani getting it into a rhythm during those bullpen games. Cool. He doesn't need to go 6 innings, 7 innings just yet. Ramp him up, get him back into it, and use him where you feel is necessary at this point. So yeah, I have no problem with the ramp up plan.
Yeah, Nick, I'm not going to lie. I am a little nervous about it. I know they're listening to Shohei, and they should to a certain extent. They absolutely should. But be very, 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 very careful. I mean, look, I know that they had pitching injuries last year. I'm not saying that they're just going to do it again and win the World Series, but, with all this, all the injury trouble they've had, with starting pitching and whatnot. I just want them to be as cautious as possible. They need to be as cautious as they could possibly be with Shohei Ohtani, because what he's given you at the plate, Nick, already is so valuable. You know what he's putting up, and you just don't want to risk. And I know it's a bit of a lazy thing to talk about, I know, but just got to be careful with it. With the risk of injury, because it's not like he hasn't gotten injured before, and it isn't like it hasn't happened before. This is has he gotten Tommy John surgery twice? Correct?
Was it twice?
I thought it was
he
twice.
Another guy got it twice.
It was definitely one. Anybody out there listening or we're watching would, if
I was just
say in the comments if it's been twice. I know it's 100% at least been once, and I know he's been out for extended periods other times. But Ohtani's had injury problems in the past. I know it didn't. Thankfully he was able to stay healthy last year. I know at the end of 23, stopped pitching after I think it was elbow issues. I'm pretty sure it was. So I just want them to be careful as possible because that is in the back of my head, Nick, that, what this guy's able to do at the plate, so valuable already. I mean, he put up almost 10 WAR last year as a DH. Like, come on, man.
50-50.
Yeah, I know. So I look.
You don't want him to pitch anymore? You don't want him to pitch anymore?
I don't know.
You're nervous about it.
Nick, I think if they were healthy, don't pitch at all this year. If they were healthy as possible, if Blake Snell was there and everybody else was there.
This is the best way to go. Is go throw in one inning.
Right. I'm just saying.
What else are you gonna do?
I'm just saying if Gonsolin, Glasnow, Sasaki, if Snell, all these guys were healthy, if they were healthy, Shohei Ohtani wouldn't. If I was manager, and boy, man, that'd be fun to be manager. That would be really fun. I'd be, dude. If I was GM/manager, I'd be trading Schwarber. Ohtani would never pitch a day in his life. Just kidding. Just kidding. To half of that first half, no. But are you right there? Don't hurt yourself.
Thank goodness you're on the shift and not in a front office or in a dugout. Thank goodness.
What if we ran? What if we ran the front like a team together? That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
I feel like I would make some good points. You, on the other hand, we'd be fired in a week if you were leading the party. Huh?
Do you think players would listen to us?
No. They laugh if you said they got traded.
They give us Nick Castellanos comments.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know. Would you bench him? Or would you go back out?
Actually, before we get to that, I mean, we pretty much covered Ohtani there. I'm a little nervous here. I don't think you're as nervous as me.
Not one bit.
It was, by the way, I mean, I'm a huge fan of watching Ohtani pitch. I mean, I wasn't able to really catch it last night, but I was able to, with LB TV, I rewatched his first inning, and it's nice to see him throwing 100.
Smoke.
It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It's awesome to see him back on the mound. But before we get to the Nick Castellanos thing, Joe Van Alford,
oh God,
for always tuning in the Shift, one of the biggest Shift fans, and gotta have him back on as a guest sometime soon. But Joe Van, what's real hip hop? And Nick,
this is such a bad, characterization by you. It's a bad characterization.
When I put on Lyrical Exercise by the GOAT Jay-Z, I'm figuring you're going to sit there and take notes and soak it all in. And you're like, oh, I can't vibe with this. That's
just not true. That's not true.
I'm playing, what else am I? I'm playing Nas, and you're just like, oh, this isn't my vibe. Because you like Future, and you and Jim Gardner like listening to, I don't even know who else listening to you, listening with you guys on Tuesday night before we left for Boston. But,
you're acting like I don't respect that era of hip hop. I just happen to listen to a newer era of hip hop than you. You're up there in age. You're 3-0 mark. You start being a geezer. A little bit. And when you took over the Aux, I was like, it's great. It's nice. Whatever. I'm just not. It's just not my era. It's not my style. I respect it wholeheartedly. Not my era of music. It's just not.
Yeah, well, you're sitting there.
I never hated on it or nothing.
Right back. I'm like, yo, Nick, put Lyrical Exercise by Jay-Z on. And immediately, I want to listen to the song. And you're just blabbing my ear off. You're like, this is whatever. I don't want to listen to this. I mean.
That's just not true. That's just not true. You are.
No, it's the truth. I always speak the truth.
Stretching it. You're stretching the truth. I let you put on whatever you want. I said, take my phone. You can put on whatever you want for a couple hours. It's fine. It's fine.
One of these times, the next time we go on a road trip,
we just have different. You like more lyrical rap. I am more of a melody guy.
Yeah, I like both too. I like a melody guy too. A melody guy with bars. That's what I am.
Joe Va with the guys.
Yeah, you are about to be. Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
I will be on the wrong side of 20 in about a month. So 25. So I'm getting there.
I remember my 21st like it was yesterday, man. That was 9 years ago. Pretty soon.
Some geezer would say. I remember it like it was yesterday.
You know what? Before we get back to the Castellanos thing, I think what we should do next road trip, we'll have to like post our playlist that we play, or like
That's fair.
Get people's opinion on it, our mix or something of what we play.
I know your guy Broads would probably be on my side. I know he would be.
But I think Broads would be on both of our side. He's a Wayne guy. He's a Cole guy.
I like Wayne. Guy. I like Kendrick.
I'm pretty sure I put on Wayne. You're like, what's this?
That's so false. That's bad. That's bad, Come on.
All right.
Come on.
All right. Back to
move along.
Nick, how about you introduce this one? You want to talk about
where do I start?
Yeah, the Castellanos. What the hell did he say? And what happened tonight? He's not playing.
Yeah. So this was a stunner. Did this one stun you by any chance? Nick Castellanos getting benched by Rob Thompson. He gets pulled in last night's game, Monday night game against the Miami Marlins. Defensive replacement. We know Nick Castellanos, one of the worst defensive right fielders in the game. No issue. It's happened before. Apparently, he had an issue with it. Rob Thompson says, and let me pull up. I'll just let Rob speak on this one because let's let Rob cook here. So here was Rob Thompson earlier today in a pregame gaggle with the media. I guess I don't know how many media members are down there in Miami. It doesn't seem like a ton, but here's what he said regarding the benching of Nick Castellanos.
Well, last night, one of the things about Nick, one of the many things about Nick that I love is that he's very emotional. He loves to play, and he loves to play every inning of every game. I just thought last night he made an inappropriate comment after he came out, and so today he's not going to play, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Boom. Boom. How do you? So you love this move by Rob Thompson? Do you think it shows? Because there's people that are saying, "Oh, it shows Thompson as a pulse." I don't. Let me hear. I want to hear what you have to say first, because then I have a lot to say about this whole thing. Go ahead, Fran.
Well, I mean, maybe okay. So maybe it sounds like you feel passionately about this. Like Nick, maybe this isn't the right way to go about this, but it's not like Nick has been like an unbelievable player for them. I know he's been durable. And I know that, by the way, I think it was 200 and something consecutive games?
236 games played in a row since September 30th, I want to say. September of 2023. Longest in Phillies history since Pete Rose.
Yeah, so I get it, but it's not like Castellanos has been an unbelievable player for them. By the way, it's just one game. And I don't know. We don't, to be fair though, we don't know what was said. If it was like so egregious that was his punishment, then maybe that's how it goes. Now maybe if it was something little, like, I don't know. I feel like knowing Rob Thompson, at least from afar, obviously as fans, and especially for us, Nick, being Phillies fans, and watching almost every single game, that I think if Thompson doesn't really make these type of moves, so if he makes this type of move, then Castellanos had to have said something to either Thompson or to Thompson or about another player or something,
right.
Something that happened. It had to have been like something egregious for him to, have him sit. Well, again, only one game, but for him to sit one game and end his consecutive, game streak, it must have been something egregious. So I'm not, I don't feel super passionate about it. I'm sure, the Castellanos will come back and the Phils, to a certain extent, will be fine. I don't think this is going to be, a clubhouse wrecking thing. So maybe Thompson is saving the clubhouse somehow. I don't know. But I want to know your thoughts, though.
I was just shocked that he said it, that he said, yeah, Castellanos said something.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't.
And
yep.
That's because Rob Thompson's a very mild-mannered individual. Okay. And he's not one to go out into the media and publicize something like this. That's why I'm like, wow, something has to be awry here, because what could he have possibly said for him to even go like completely public, honest about it? Now you've left it up for interpretation. What did he say? Why did he say? What did he do? Et cetera, et cetera. And this is going to be talked about for, a little while now. I'm just stunned at this one. The whole situation, it was so random. A random Tuesday baseball game in Miami, benching Castellanos. He said something for coming out of the game. We know Castellanos is a bit of an odd guy. All right, we've all, it's emotional. He said it there. I was just it was shocking to me, because that's out of character for Rob Thompson to go public with a player like that, especially a player of Nick caliber. It must have been something off the wall. I don't know if that's how I would have handled it. I feel like you could have said it a little bit differently, in my estimation. But I want to know what he did. Like, I can't really comment on it, because I don't know what he exactly did at this point. Like, I just don't know. I mean, Jovan hitting the nail on the head there. A lot to talk about, but you leave it up for interpretation. Why would you give the media fire like that? That's just me.
Yeah.
Not that he has to go out there and lie, but he could have just explained it in a different way, I feel like. And now everyone's going, what did Cassie say? What did Cassie say? What did he say? What did he say? That's going to be the whole thing now. I'm curious to see what happens after the game. We're recording this kind of simultaneous with the game. I got the game on right now. I've been watching. The Phillies are up with 3-2 right now. So good decision by Rob. Maybe Cassie needed a day off. And he kind of indicated before that, maybe they wanted to give Cassie a break, like even put Schwarber in the outfield and put him at DH, or, he indicated this a couple of days ago. So fascinating situation there with Castellanos. I'm not on like this one side, like, oh, shows Thompson has a pulse and he stood up for. No. This isn't good for anybody. So you don't want this to derail the locker room or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with it. It's really, I don't have a strong opinion on it. I'm just bewildered by the whole situation and the way it played out itself.
Yeah, you don't normally see it from Rob Thompson. You just
No.
know this is something very new.
The fact it was like he went straight. Yeah, he said something. Not going to get into it. Like, now you leave it up for interpretation. Everyone wants to know what he said.
Yeah. Does it eventually get leaked?
Not great. Not great there. So, but yeah, very, very out of character there, to say the least.
For sure. All right, let's get to the next topic, last topic of the meat and potatoes, Nick. And there was an article from the Athletic. This came out a couple days ago. Really, really, really interesting. The article was titled "MLB's baseball is behaving differently again, but no one knows to seem why." So this was by Eno Saris and Evan Drellich of The Athletic. But if you haven't checked out their stuff from The Athletic, really, really, really good. Especially Eno Saris does a lot of like pitching with Stuff Plus and stuff like that. So it's really good. So you knew this was going to be something really interesting no matter what. And Nick, I mean, this is so basically what this is that baseballs this year aren't flying as far as they have at least last year. It's I believe fly balls are now 4 feet shorter on average this year compared to last year. And Major League Baseball doesn't even know why. So very, very interesting article. So 4 foot reduction on long flies. And Major League Baseball said there were no intentional changes made to the ball this season. Nick, I'm curious on your thoughts. For me, it's like, why does something weird with the ball? There's something weird with the ball like every single year, it feels like. Whether the balls were juiced in 2019, whether they were juiced again in recent years, or whether the ball was then deadened in recent years after Major League Baseball realizing that, oh, there's this thing coming out about our balls being juiced. Let's make them go the opposite way and then being deadened. I don't know, Nick. This is very, very intriguing. But what are your overall thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I just threw up a tweet from Andrew McCutcheon. This was something that I saw because of McCutcheon. So I got to read the article for the first time. You sent it to me today. But I originally saw it from McCutcheon, and he tweeted out, I was told by a rep for MLB that the balls are indeed different this year. They stated higher seams, which produces more drag on baseball, causing baseballs to not travel as far as they should. When asked why, I was told every baseball is hand sewn, so no ball is the same. When I asked if there was something that could be done about correcting the current performance of this year's baseball, I was told there was nothing that can be done about it this season, but they are working hard on getting to the bottom of why the seams are higher. Yeah. So this is, and I think you're right. Like, there's always a question about the baseballs. Oh, they're flying out of the ballpark this year. Next year. Like, so Kutch is saying that the seams are in a different spot, I guess, essentially. And that's causing fly balls to die, base hits to die quicker, I guess. Not as many home runs, etc. Averages down this year. All that helps the pitcher out, clearly. But I just don't understand how there's always a question about the baseballs. Like, it's just so odd to me. I brought this up on the radio the other day. Like, what on earth? Like, why are the baseballs being messed with? Like, why are they different every year? Why is there a question every year? Why are they flying out one year and then they're not, and they feel different, etc.? And Kutch is somebody who's been around the game for a while. If he's saying something about the baseballs, then it must be, pretty big deal. So, I thought that was fascinating. Like, why are we changing the baseball? Why are we messing with the baseball? Just make a baseball. Just make a baseball. No need to change it. I mean, what are we doing? What are you doing? Not hard. You make a ton of them a year.
Yeah, like what was it? There was something interesting in this article. Where was it? It was that something about the tariffs down in China versus I don't know if you noted this, Nick, but something about, I want to find it. It was somewhere down. So the ball maker Rawlings, which MLB partially owns, constructs the Major League Baseball in Costa Rica and the minor league ball in China. Tariffs have not changed the league's manufacturing or import process. They could at some point have an impact, however. Manfred acknowledged last week that the league could incur additional costs on ball imports because of the tariffs, which I mean,
that's fair, but that doesn't have anything to do with the way they're made.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, well, what's the deal here? I don't get it. Like, all right, like Tom Brady, yeah, he deflated footballs, but that was Tom Brady. Like, what are we doing, baseball? Like, I don't. And now, you know what I'm saying? That last time Major League Baseball kind of got, I don't want to say like caught, but like, looked at as like, oh, the balls are juiced. But something happened after that. How something happened like where we saw a change.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see what happens going forward.
The tariff thing's just like how much they would cost, etc. That's not like with the seams or anything and how they're made and how they, So, it's so weird. I feel like we're having this conversation at least every couple years, maybe not every year, but every couple years it feels like it. So, yeah, very odd story there that we saw.
By the way, question here from Flight Paramedic 505.
What a handle!
Yeah, what a handle. Did not spell Castellanos' name right. It's okay. It's all good.
He did. Flight Paramedic. He apologized. Sorry,
yeah, it's okay. I know. I shouldn't have written them like that. That was actually rude for me. By the way, I said him. It could be a her too. I mean, I'm gender whatever doing right now, so I apologize for that. But Castellanos got benched because he said something mean to Rob Thompson. Or something really mean at Rob Thompson. The exact quote, inappropriate comment, according to Lachlan Marsh of the Inquirer. He had an inappropriate comment after being benched yesterday. Not benched yesterday, but taken out of the game for a defensive replacement. Then said something, apparently, made an inappropriate comment. He is now benched tonight. You know what I think he said, Nick? I think he said trade Kyle Schwarber.
I would bench him too if he said that. I would do the same. Now you've given me a reason to bench him because I should bench you from the shift. Should I just kick Francisco out of the shift for that comment real quick? We'll kick him out and bring him back in.
Whoa. Now I'm on the right. Whoa.
Bad job.
Yeah. Well, if that's what Nick said, that'd be dope.
Inappropriate comment.
the inappropriate comment. But flight paramedic, shout out to you for tuning in, and thank you for your question, and we hope we answered that correctly for you. But we shall end the show.
Yes,
Nick, with a couple of very intriguing things that did not involve Major League Baseball, but it's College World Series right now, and there are high school playoffs, I guess. But we'll start with College World Series. I mean, Arkansas's Gage Wood. What a name, by the way. What a name. By the way, while I was tracking this game, because I got the notification that Gage Wood had a perfect game going, thought he might have a perfect game all the way up until the end, but he did have a no-hitter in the men's College World Series, and he was the first one. He completed it. He did it. He pitched a no-hitter, struck out 19 Murray State batters, and in a 3-0 victory. And what part of the tournament was this, by the way, Nick? I forget.
This was give me one sec.
It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, just it happened in the College World Series. I don't know what it said. Okay, they play another elimination game Tuesday night.
Okay.
And they'll play the loser of UCLA LSU. But either way, this is the first one in first College World Series no hitter. Third no in men's College World Series history, and then first in 65 years.
Yeah,
incredible. And what a name, man! What a name.
Yeah, and that was a 9-inning College World Series record with those 19 strikeouts. I mean, ridiculous. It was an elimination game, so you were right. But man, and his fastball on the 119th pitch hit 97 miles an hour. I was just humming. They let those college pitchers, they let them go, man. And, seeing a no-hitter in the College World Series hasn't happened for a long time. Very, very cool stuff. I mean, did you see? I mean, the call was electric.
It was
electric.
I saw you say that. It was fine.
What do you mean it was fine? It was a great call.
It was fine. What do you want to play it?
I don't need to play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's not good enough.
But it was a great call. Come on, man. What do you? Mike Monaco, man, on the call. Come on.
Are you bored?
No. It was a great call. I mean, electric. College World Series is a different vibe than Major League Baseball. I loved it.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. This is a bad call. I just didn't think it was that electric.
I had to tweet about it because I thought it was electric.
That's why I watched it, because you tweeted about it. I was like, another bad take. Hate real hip hop. You don't want to trade Schwarber, and you're the best.
Dude, you are full of bad takes today. Jeez.
Oh, what a comeback. Oh, what a
bad
comeback.
take, Fran.
How creative.
Bad take. I'll think of something. I need some meat and potatoes, honestly. I need some meat and potatoes after this.
Did you eat dinner yet?
I have not.
Let's get one more topic, because Nick is hangry right now. He's angry.
I am getting angry. I'm getting angry.
He's angry under that smile. He's
Takes are getting awful. I don't know if I can handle them if I had some food in me.
All right. Well, let me get you some dinner. All right. So let's talk about this walk-off ball controversy. Major League Baseball to college baseball to high school baseball. Nick, take us through what the heck happened in the freaking championship game of this high school game.
Okay, so Cedar Cliff beat North Penn 1-0 in 13 innings. They played at Penn State's field. First title for the Colts. It was a balk-off win. Now, this video is getting a lot of press. It's caused a lot of controversy. And I don't know why. I really have no idea why this is causing controversy. So I'm going to share the screen real quick with the video. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you're watching on X, Facebook, wherever you're at, I need to get your thoughts on this, because he balked. There's nothing else to it than he balked. So here it is. Just watch it. He moved.
Yeah. He
I mean, what are we doing?
The balk's a balk, man.
He balked. There was people complaining, well, he you can't call it in that type of situation. No. This isn't like throwing a flag in the Super Bowl on one of the final plays of the game. That's not this. He balked. It was he
Like,
clearly moved. It wasn't like this little. He balked. He moved. That's how it works, man. That's part of the game. I'm sorry. He balked. Good for the team that won.
I also think that's a good comparison about football, where maybe it's ticky tack, i.e. James Bradbury a couple of years ago in the Super Bowl. This is different. This is baseball. You're the pitcher. You're standing there pitching. Like, this is different. You move. Yeah. It's like, you can't do that, man. It's like you said, it's the rules. It's not a sexy way for a walk off to happen, but rules are rules, man. Got to learn in high school, I guess. In the big stage.
I hate that it happens in that situation. No one wants to really see a balk off, but the dude balked. I mean, it's simple as that. It's part of the game. It's been around for how many years? I mean, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm on that side. It was a balk, good balk off win for a championship. It's baseball, man. It's baseball. It's a weird game. It happens.
Yep. All right, Nick. I know you want to eat. I know you want those meat potatoes. You want meat potatoes round 2. You want the figurative one on the tip.
You need energy. You need something, because I don't know what's going on in your brain today. Oh my gosh!
I'm great. I had chicken and spinach.
Oh,
come on, man!
What are you talking about? Okay. You need more greens or something. You got to go to your head.
I'm gonna have some ice cream now. I'm gonna remember some ice cream.
There you go.
Yeah. But great show, bud. It was good to see you, as always. That's twice in 7 days. Look at that.
Can't believe you're wearing a Rays jersey after wearing a Boston jersey the other day. I mean, just
Boggs, man. Relax.
Total fraud.
Wade Boggs is a fraud?
No, you're the fraud.
Oh, I'm the fraud.
You are. Oh, just unbelievable. Wearing a Red Sox jersey one day. They played the Rays. The game we go to, wearing a Rays jersey in the next episode 3 days later. It's unreal. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up.
Anyway. This has been episode 90 of The Shift. We appreciate all of you for tuning in, whether it's on StreamYard, YouTube, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and make sure that you let us know comments on YouTube, what you thought of the Devers trade, what you think about Ohtani, everything that we talked about today. Let us know how you feel about it. You can follow both of me and Nick on social. And you can subscribe to The Shift, of course, on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. So, Nick, that'll do it for us. Episode 90. We'll talk to you guys soon.